Hi, I'm Jason Hicks with Westchester Lawn and Garden. Today we're going to go over the proper method to change the chainsaw blade on your Stihl chainsaw. The saw we're using today is an MS-170. This should be applicable across the product line, so it's pretty standard across the whole Stihl product line. The first thing you're going to do to take the old chain off, it's pretty simple to get it off. Typically people struggle with getting the machine or getting the chainsaw chain back on the unit. You're going to loosen the two bolts on the side, which will thread right off. And then that will get you to where you can pull the cover off. So you just pull the cover off, and then your bar and chain will come right off. So then you would pull your old chain off. You would have a new chain ready to go on. The one thing you'll want to be careful of that we see probably a couple times a week is to make sure you get the chain on going the right direction. So you have to find the sharp edge of the chain, and then you have to hang the chain on the bar such that the sharp edge, when you put the bar on the machine, the sharp edge will be drawing back towards the engine body on the bottom side. So the first thing you'll do is hang the chain on the bar like that. Then you will want to adjust the chain adjuster. It'll be a little pin that should have a screw on the end that you can adjust it with. This is what slides into the bar and adjusts the bar in and out. So you're going to want to loosen that up just a little bit, and then we're going to put the bar and chain back on the machine. For me, it's always been easiest to lay the chain on its side like this, just so that I'm up top and I can see everything that I'm trying to get to. First, we're going to put the chain on the sprocket, and then we're going to lay the bar into the chain adjuster. So we are going to put it that way, and you kind of pull it towards the front, and then you just lay it on the adjuster like that. Now you're going to want to hold that bar right there, and then the screw that we backed out before, we're going to tighten up a little bit, and as you do that, it'll tighten the chain tension a little bit. You don't want to get it real tight, just enough that it holds the chain in place. And then you'll make sure that all this is settled down up against the chainsaw body. Sometimes those can get, on some models, there's a shoulder in there that they can get caught on, which will cause a problem when you go to run the chainsaw. So then we're going to put the cover back on. You'll have the two nuts there, and you'll want to make sure again that this is seated all the way up against the chainsaw before you put the nuts on. Otherwise you may break off a piece of the body of the chainsaw. When we put those on, we're just going to put them on just finger tight to where the bar is a little bit loose and can still glide a little bit. So then you can see when we've got that all back together, the chain is still very loose. At this point, we're going to leave these nuts just a little bit loose so the bar can slide, and then we're going to tighten that back up just a little bit. And then once you've got that part tight, you're going to want the chain to be just where you can just barely pull it up out of the channel, and it snaps back pretty quickly. And then before I tighten these two bolts, I always pull the chain to make sure that it's free and it didn't get caught up on something and make me think that it was tight. So I will pull it by hand just to make sure that it's moving freely and everything seems to be staying where I thought it was. And then again, once I'm done, I'll just check the chain just to make sure it is still, the sharp edge is coming towards the body of the saw on the bottom. And then you just tighten up the bolts. After I tighten the bolts, I always pull the chain again just to make sure it's still free. And that is pretty much it. Again, my name's Jason with Westchester Lawn & Garden. We hope you found this video helpful today. If you have any questions, you can give us a call or you can visit us on Facebook.